Am I the asshole for moving forward with our divorce after my soon-to-be ex was badly injured in a motorcycle accident?
That's sticky.
Yeesh.
That's a
All right.
heavy title.
It's heavy. Yeah, it's very heavy. I'm not going to lie. All right. My wife and I separated last year. She found someone she liked better, and he left his wife for her. Not going to lie, it hurt. We did the legal separation and started on the divorce. She is on my health insurance until the divorce is final. I have met someone new through my sister. We are taking it slow, but she seems to like me. 2 weeks ago, my ex was out with her boyfriend on his motorcycle. They hit a patch of gravel and crashed. Unfortunately, he was knocked unconscious and she ended up in a ditch where he drowned. She broke her femur and is in the hospital still. I went by to check on her and she asked me if we could put a hold on the divorce. I said I would think about it. I spoke to my lawyer and she said that it was a bad idea to change the timeline we had established for the dissolution of our marriage. My ex will be getting money from the accident, I imagine. However, her current boyfriend's ex-wife and kids will be getting his estate and insurance payout.
Yeah.
My mom and dad think that I'm being evil to cut her out of the will in her time of need. Not will, sorry. My mom and dad think that I'm being evil to cut her off in her time of need. I'm conflicted. I really don't wish this situation on anyone, but she is really not my problem anymore. Am I the asshole?
So, sorry, before we start discussing, so they're getting a divorce.
Yep.
She's dating someone who drowned and died.
Yep.
And now whatever came from him is going to his ex and his kids.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to put a pause on the divorce because it's too emotionally taxing. Is that
as well? She's on her ex-husband's health insurance, right?
Okay.
So the person who got into an accident, the former wife,
Yeah.
right? She was in an accident. Her current partner drowned in that accident, but it seems from the story that she wasn't signed to his health insurance, and that that person's ex-wife and his kids will be getting all of what he's worth up until then.
Mm-hmm.
So the ex-wife, who's also injured, right, is now trying to put a hold on the divorce so that she can still use some of the health insurance
As she's injured
to pay off her medical bills. And this the person who's writing the story is saying that their lawyer told them that you don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then now his mom and dad are calling him an evil person because of it. So that's the question: is he an asshole for doing that?
Okay.
What do you guys think?
John?
So he wants to get rid of everything that had to do with her, right? He wants to get the divorce and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Other than the fact that she's on his health insurance, is he impacted any other way?
I don't think so. I think it's just like an emotional reaction.
Is there any money coming out of his bank account to support her? It just looks like the insurance.
Just
right?
insurance, yeah. Just
and
health
that's
insurance.
not really anything that's impacting him.
Not necessarily.
Other than the fact that he is still married to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would have 100% paused the divorce, though.
Yeah.
Like, let me just get this out of my... Like, she just... Okay, take a step back. I get we got a divorce. We're not partners anymore, but that's somebody who I had love for.
Right.
You know, so I might not be in love with her, but I have lots of love for her. You know, just because we're not together anymore doesn't mean I hate her.
Right.
Even though we might not have ended on a good note, there was a time period where we shared where it was incredible. You know, and I'm not going to be childlike enough to put my feelings first when she not only lost the partner who she thought she was going to spend the rest of her life with, but she is heavily injured too.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like there's two things. In addition to, if I was to be like, I want the divorce to still happen. That's a third thing that she's dealing with when she's probably just in bed prone. You know?
Right.
I'm not evil enough to put that on somebody who is dealing with something at the moment.
So you think it would be evil to cut her out of the will?
Not the will.
The health insurance.
Yeah, the health insurance.
Yeah.
Like, I'll see it as like, I'll support you in your time of need, but it's not like we're getting back together.
Right.
Like, whenever you're feeling better, we will move forward with the divorce and we will go our own separate ways. But for now... Even
if it's costing you.
But that's why I asked you my original question. Is there any money coming out of his bank account?
Well, that's the thing. I'm assuming that his insurance premiums are monthly.
Yeah.
Or the monthly rate that he's paying is for multiple people.
Okay.
So to cut that person out, his rates will go down. right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what he's paying for. He's
It's-
basically
it's-
paying for her.
I would also, okay, at that point, if there's money coming out of my bank account,
Mm-hmm.
I would look at it like, how much?
Can you afford it?
Yeah, can I afford it, you know? And even then, to be honest, even if it was like an amount which I would have to budget for, I would still do that. Like, I would do that for, if my friend was on my insurance, I wouldn't do that. Like, I'm not somebody to leave somebody in their time of need,
Right.
you know? And yeah, we're not married or together anymore, but I still want you to be good.
Right.
Just because we're not together.
Right. Right.
So, is he the asshole for moving forward with the divorce? I think that was terrible advice by the lawyer. I think the lawyer gave him like objective advice.
I think that's the legal way.
Yeah,
to go
the
about
legal,
it.
like,
Yeah.
I'm as a legal perspective, this is what you should do. But from what you actually feel, let me know. You know, I think they should have worded it differently. Would he be wrong for doing this? Objectively, no. But how could you do that to somebody you shared so much time with?
That's what I mean. I wouldn't even say it's not objectively right or wrong. I'd say it's actually wrong.
What do you mean?
I mean, like if because you're saying objectively he's in the right if he moves on and doesn't help her out financially,
Like
right?
from like a perspective,
From a legal
yeah,
perspective,
from like
right?
a legal. If you take feelings out of it, why does it matter to me? You
Right.
you left me for somebody else.
But I still think that that's wrong. Even
What do you
though
mean?
it's the legal way to go about it,
Yeah.
it's not going to harm
So
you.
you're on my side.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
okay.
thinking that the moral law is more important here,
Yeah.
right? To be a good person and not be as that's wicked, evil.
That's
you know,
yeah, fam.
It's like I'm just gonna assume that this person, like the ex-wife, doesn't have the means to take care of herself at this
Exactly,
time, you know,
yeah.
financially. So this would be a real cushion for her while she gets back on her feet, and in the time of grieving too. That's a double whammy if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So I 100% agree with what you're saying. I think that this guy is the asshole if he cuts her out of his health insurance right now.
Agreed. How about
So I want to understand that something because I'm not sure how life insurance and health benefits work over there. If they get a divorce and they move on with the divorce, can't he just put her as some sort of beneficiary?
I don't think so.
For
I
his
think you
healthcare?
have to be.
Because you said a friend can.
No.
You do that for a friend.
No,
too.
no, no. I was just saying. I was giving my example of would I leave my friend out there? You know, but from a perspective of.
I don't think legally you can put
legally
friends
you
on
have
your
to
health
put
insurance.
your kids or your wife.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who is your directly like.
That's the beneficiaries that they give you is mainly immediate family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So in that sense, she still is his immediate family. They haven't
'cause-
officially divorced.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the context
So he would have to stay married to her
for her to receive the
until
health
she
insurance
receives
benefits.
full health
Yeah.
and gain that.
hmm
Okay. So again, since we're dividing the two for morality and for
Legality.
legality and just human nature, it doesn't mention how long ago they got separated, right?
Let me double check for you, but I don't remember it saying.
I think it was a couple of months.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
still
he said-
going.
he said,
the
"My
divorce
wife
is
and-
still going,
yeah.
so I'm guessing it's less than 2
My
years.
wife and I
sometimes.
separated last year. She found someone she liked better, and he left his wife for her. That's what she said. That's what the person said.
So yeah, morality. Yeah, you can't. You're a piece of shit for leaving someone injured. Then I don't care about if your ex-wife and you're in hard times. That's one thing. But if you're injured and you're a broken femur and you can't work for yourself, I wouldn't move forward until you could start working for yourself. There's online businesses and telemarketing she could do from the crib that could get her some sort of health care. So until she's able to work, then I'd cover that. But until I think this is a difficult one to play on the opposite because I was thinking opposing wise, he's not an evil guy for moving forward and saying, yeah, I know you're in a difficult time, but if she's injured, then yeah, I would say he's an asshole if she has to get into a divorce at this time. And you wouldn't be at peace if you know that this person's injured and you're trying to get her to sign divorce papers, and she is on like crutches or she's on her hospital bed and things like that. That would be a difficult image for you to be around.
Yeah.
And I'll even add a little tidbit too, is that I truly believe karma's a bitch. So you choose to leave this person in their time of need, financially unstable. It's gonna come bite you in the ass eventually, somewhere down in your life, you know. So
All right, let me play devil's advocate here.
go ahead,
I had
devil.
a feeling.
Okay,
Here-
I understand.
Yeah.
for the record, my opinion, it's he would be the asshole if he kind of abandoned her now. But from his perspective, I'm seeing he said she left him for somebody else. I'm guessing there's some cheating involved.
No, I don't think he said he left for someone else.
She
They
left
said- he
him
said
for somebody else.
No, she
Well, that
found
is a
someone
fair
else.
that is a fair assumption though,
It
because
could potentially, yeah.
he didn't necessarily say
He
how
didn't
they
say,
how they
yeah.
split.
Yeah.
He just said
If
my
you
wife.
leave
You're a
somebody,
husband now
yeah.
for somebody else. There has to be some level of cheating.
Yeah, I get, but maybe
Yeah.
it could have been. It didn't have to be full out.
But he also says in
maybe
here
that too.
too. He says I met someone new through my sister.
But that was after.
that was
Yeah,
after,
that's after the
she
fact.
left him. Yeah.
So is it still love lost?
Yes.
Really?
No. From his perspective, I'm seeing this is somebody that decided to leave me for somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And through whatever it is, I kind of dealt with it. I don't think he did, but he said he's dealt with the pain, moved on, met somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I think from his perspective, because you said a moment ago that karma is going to bite you in the back if you do leave her. I think from his perspective, he thinks this is karma
For
because
her
the
cheating on
person that she cheated on me with
Is
passed away,
Yikes!
and now she's now she's injured. I need my help.
Yeah.
He's like, where was my help when
Right.
stuff was happening for me?
I still
Because I think he's heavily. I think it's still affecting him a lot because divorce is still hasn't even been final yet.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's been that long of a time to deal with somebody potentially you're supposed to spend your whole life with. Besides, you are no longer good enough for me. I need somebody else.
That's
right.
Yeah.
I don't think that would change what I would do.
Yes. From my perspective, it's like the only way I'm seeing this, you want this person to die. That's what is. I
Yeah.
feel like the level of hate is still there.
Yeah.
He has to find some way to
crazy.
deal with that. But from his perspective, I think he's way too emotionally
Attached.
still attached to that person. He
Entangled,
says he's moved on, but you're not technically losing anything out if she's still on the insurance. She's not asking you not to divorce me. It's just let me just kind of get better. That's what I'm getting from the tone.
Yeah.
Until I can kind of support myself, which I see there's no loss here, but because there's that level of this is what you did to me.
Yeah,
this
it's like
is
a
my
disdain,
payback.
you know? It's
yeah,
it's like a disdain, you know? Not necessarily hate, but it's like my ego is in the way here.
true. It's just, I think ego's too light.
Think so?
Like, 'cause this is somebody, even though she left him for somebody else, that person did pass away, died.
Right.
And this person is critically injured. Femur, I'm guessing she can't walk, she can't do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, the level of, in terms of the payback that she got, if you can say payback,
Yeah.
or a better word,
Yeah.
was a lot worse than what I would say that happened to him.
Interesting.
Yeah, but even then, that's still not good enough for you. Like,
Yeah.
the person that she's with is already dead. There's nothing she can do. She's critically injured.
Grieving
Even
and
then,
hurt.
it's still not pain enough for you. I feel like the best way would have been for him. Okay, yeah, see, yeah, I'm still helping you out for there, but this is. I guess he could find some sort of pleasure, which is kind of sadistic. But that would be a way. I would feel like if I was hurt that bad, that would be my way of payback. But to deny this person something that's not really affecting you,
Yeah.
I feel like that's way too.
That's
way too far
wicked.
for
Yeah,
that
that's
person.
evil.
That would, for the time being, even if he separates from her, that would cause a rift between him and his parents. Because his parents are saying, yo, you're evil if you leave her alone.
Good point.
So the only thing I'd suggest is that get your paperwork right, get your will right, just in case anything happens to you and you die with you guys still married, everything goes to your parents. So just so she's not once there's their decision now. It's not like everything goes to her because on papers you guys still married. It's your parents' decision now if they want to continue giving her anything or giving her any money from your will or your estate. That's what I'd add.
That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I like what you said too. That's a very interesting thought process. Is that this is based off of emotion, right? And this person got dealt dirty, so now they're seeing it as their karma,
Yeah.
essentially, right? That's wicked though. That's like real evil right there, if you really ask me.
My mind didn't even go there. I'll keep it a buck. I just see it as there's somebody needs me in their moment of need.
Mm-hmm.
That's
You're
how
a
I
good
see it.
person, though, right?
Huh?
That's most people wouldn't.
Somebody who would see it as karma, like this is what you deserve.
Wow.
I didn't even go. But I know we're gonna wrap up soon, but to take it one step further, this is where you and I and Mukhtar and Abdul, you guys might disagree with me. If my current partner was uncomfortable with me supporting my ex-wife, I would still go through with it.
Like if you're like the person that this person is with right now says, I don't want you to pay for their health insurance,
yeah.
you'd still do it.
Yeah,
How would you go about that discussion?
I'll be like, I'm 100% here with you. Like, there's nobody at this moment that I'm more invested in because I want whatever between us to grow.
Right.
You know. However, since I'm still legally married to one person who at the moment doesn't have no source of income or support for herself, I can't look the other way.
Right.
I have no inclination to go back. I'm not in love with this person anymore. But I feel like I have the responsibility to support them in their time of need, you know?
Yeah.
And if this is something that I'm going to do, I hope you feel comfortable with. But I also, at the same time, if this is not something that you want, let me know, you know?
I hear that.
I'll give them the opportunity because I'm still going to do it with or without their permission, but I want them to be okay with it.
All right, let me push you a little further.
Okay.
I know. From the way you're a very nice person.
Righteous.
Yeah,
Righteous.
Let's say this divorce that you decided to put on hold for this person's health. What if you, in that scenario with your partner, wanted to get married? Would you still hold off?
That's a great question.
Would you hold your wedding back?
Yeah, because right now
But they're
it
only
doesn't really
together for a
affect you.
short period
But
of
if there
time.
was some level of impact on you, forget about financial.
That's a great question.
Partner, would
Yeah.
you still?
I would have to consult the doctors and see what does recovery look like. Like, is he gonna be like that forever? like what is it? I'm like I want a time frame. I would come to my current partner with time.
Knowing that she's not comfortable with it.
Yeah,
How long would you put on hold?
Like, I would give it like a year.
A year?
Like, I think that's a comfortable line. I'll give the person in hospital time to figure shit out. Like, I know you're in a terrible situation, but I'm giving you a year to figure things out. Like, I'm giving you time. In a year, I'm gonna move forward with this process. If you're not, I can't do anything at that point. I'll give you time I'll give you like leeway, but I'm not gonna be here for you forever.
And on the flip side too, you would be okay with being that spouse?
Which one?
Like would you be okay with being the person that's being like holding back their wedding for your partner?
Like if it was my wife doing this for her ex-husband?
Yeah.
If it was opposite?
Yeah.
I'd probably be looking sideways, but I at the same time I would have such level of respect for my wife for taking this commitment on. Like, this is the reason why I like you. The fact that you're able to put yourself out there in a
That's a good point. Yeah, too. If somebody's against
Yeah.
it, then you're probably thinking, am I going to marry this person if
Yeah.
they're this inhumane?
Yeah.
Because I think it's personally a conversation of humanity, like if you're going to let someone rot and somebody, especially that you had feelings for and loved at one point, at their worst time of like the most impactful time they need your help, then you're just truly an evil person.
Yeah, like
You know what I
this
mean?
is why even though I'm not really happy with how at the end of the day I know it comes from a good place.
That's
and
life.
This is the type of mother I want for my kids,
And that's life. You gotta make tough decisions sometimes,
Just the last twist, because we put a lot of information on this person that may have not been there.
Right.
True.
This
Yeah.
person is injured. She's in the hospital. She doesn't have work. Eventually, you're still legally married. They're gonna release her into your custody, into your care, into your house. So you're saying that you guys are in. This person's now in a relationship. How does that move forward with now this injured person under your care?
I would speak with
in
my
the same
lawyer.
crib?
I would speak with my lawyer. I'll be like, what I'm going to wait. What does it look like? Like, I want your support to help me make sure things at the end of the day are worked out for me,
Your lawyers made her.
Yeah, remember, the lawyer's
her-
against you. He
yeah,
said,
she
I
made her
don't
piece
recommend
down.
pausing it.
No, but at the end of the day, the lawyer gave me
You
their
wouldn't.
opinion.
Yeah.
I went against it, so at the end of the day, their job is to figure out a game plan for what I currently want. They're not gonna go against me. Like, I'm paying them, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I want them to put me in the best standing at the very end when she's out. Like, how can I have a plan? Build something new for me. Build a new structure for me, And I'll go with that legal advice.
How was that though? What are you expecting her to do?
Like, I would want things to be ready.
Mic properly?
I would want things to be ready right off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
the second that she's released out in the wild, fam, I'd want her.
wild.
I would want things to be ready so we can move quicker with the divorce. Because, like, we've had all the prep time in the world. The second that things are done, I want things to be wrapped up quicker. That's the responsibility I put on my lawyer.
Okay, we can wrap this up, but asshole decisions though.
If he, completely disregards her, he's the asshole.
I agree. Asshole.
Same here. Yeah, I think too much has happened for him to still hold something. So if he does still continue and this is not enough for him, he's a big asshole.
Yeah.
I'm not putting a year on it though. I'm just a couple months, and then
It's a femur. You can't recover it in a couple
Like,
months.
what are so?
Yeah.
You're a problem.
We'll
fam.
have to do research on how long it takes a femur to.
You have to get
biggest
some
bone in your
German
body.
doctors. We're gonna go find the greatest surgeons ever. Fix the
Yeah.
femur for you.
Captain America came back and he was a Debo. We can do something for her.
He got serum, fam, to make him a superhuman.
We'll get the Germans.
Okay, you know what? It is what it is. That's a wrap.
All right, we'll leave it at that. You guys let us know in the comments below what you guys think. We need to know: is this person the asshole? Is this person justified, and why? Thank you, and see you next time.
Thank you, and see you next time.